My friends, thanks for joining this episode. Today I want to talk about attack surface, and I will not do it in classical manner. As you know me, I'm going to challenge your brain a bit and let you think around it. So, what is attack surface? Practically, it should be all exposure to the attacker, and so there are obviously definition of attack surface that can be based on on what is the area that get exposed. There is the attack vector, there is the opportunity to do lateral move, and there are various type of analysis that I will touch in the next episode. Now I want to step and focus on the main pillar of the attack surface. Most people think that taking an external scan, the result of that means that that is the attack surface. This one is a common understanding sometimes. The issue is what you see on the scan is actually the picture of a configuration. For example, you are having a firewall in front that is filtering stuff, you have a load balancer, and so that is the actual reason why you can't explore the DMZ better, let's say. But let's think about all attacks. What is a command center? At the end is something that reverse a shell, reverse a connection, reverse is all in reverse. So it's probably wrong to understand the attack surface only from inside, from outside to inside. It should be probably better to think also to the reverse. And so which kind of service can get out? Because let's be honest, if command center is so popular, there is a reason, because actually is a good way to attack. So we should change also our perspective. If you think we are too classical, only external, what is visible, what is scanned, is not the real attack surface. The attack surface is actually uh, exploited through an attack vector, could be phishing, whatever, but it's having a technical way how it's established, and is actually an attack surface as well. Because, for example, if you do inspection only from inside, from outside to inside, and you don't check connection that are established from internal, that is a problem. You do have some kind of misunderstanding of how the attack is going and how we evaluate impact. So one of the main problem in tunneling is DNS, and DNS is generally passing. But if you scan from outside, do you see the DNS coming out? No. Why? Because it's actually an internal server that does establish that. So we should challenge our view and our way. It's not just a consideration of how you do the testing. It's not even an approach on the methodology. It's really based on the definition, attack surface. It doesn't say external attack surface. Because at the end of the day, when you are connecting and performing a web attack, you pass that. In any case, it's not that cloud doesn't have a perimeter. It never had it, because from a layer 7 perspective, you land in a stack that is anyway served by a web service that is generally behind the load balancer, behind a firewall, behind an IPS, behind a lot of stuff. And so what makes sense to talk in attack surface, because if you check also the attack vector, it's obviously based on your configuration, it's based on what is running behind, but the attack surface should be also all these piece of a puzzle, firewall, load balancer, how they communicate and what they left out independently from the direction. That is the big kind of problem that we have. Uh, API connectivity, there are tons of other situation. But if you scan only from outside and is based only on the configuration of the moment, you are not establishing what is your attack surface. Because it would be more honest to say, okay, the attack surface is the web service always, because at that stage somehow you pass through and you go. And that is not so common in the thinking, also from an architecture standing point. It's the reason why layer 7 is so complicated to be secured. If you think on what does it mean get a shell on a web shell, and if you think about the evaluation of attack surface, how it will be at the time that anyway the is done just an external scan. So let's think about it. Attack surface is a good terminology. It needs to be elaborated a bit. Okay, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye bye.